Oh, so this is the second of the three openings I'm doing today. We're doing them in order. So last time was the 2018 WWE Heritage. This time it is another one of these WWE 2019 Women Division Blaster boxes. Last time we got a Casey Canzaro, or now a Katana Chance um, autograph, and these boxes they were Walmart exclusives. And they all contain each pack contains an exclusive Trish and Lita commemorative card. So yeah, let's see what we get in here. See if we can do as good or better than a Casey Canzaro, which in 2019 near the top of the list, I think. But let's see what we can do. And just jump right into it. All right, so there's that one. Which, oh, okay, I dig that right out of the gate. I didn't even know she was an option, but I've always been a big fan of Maria Canales, so okay, I'll take that. And then here's a Sasha Banks, uh, and a Liv Morgan, and a Kerry Zane, and oh, okay, they put her in here as Marlena instead of Terry Reynolds. Okay, interesting choice. And then here's an evolution. The women's division is the end of the first all women's pay per view. Sure. And Trish Stratus wins her first women's championship. Yeah, okay. Good times. So yeah, they're mostly roster cards, but then it splits into like here is SmackDown Women's Champion Carmella defeated Asuka. It's like, oh yeah, remember when Carmella was on television regularly and she was, at the top of the card, which didn't happen often. And there's a rookie for Tony Storm. Well, like what they did to her is such a shame. Like literally, they had her win that first Mae Young Classic and then didn't use her for like 4 years. And then yeah, she got burned out. And now she's at AEW and she's interim champion, which should have happened much longer ago. But anyway, so there's what is that? Asuka defeating Sasha Banks on an episode of Raw. And there's an Alexa Bliss and a Becky Lynch and an Aaliyah. And then what is this one? Trish Stratus retires as seven-time women's champion. Right? Didn't she win? She won that match and then retired, which again, good on her. And then she went on to be a cop in a small town with Eric Estrada, right? She was on that stupid show, and it was her and Wee Man. Oh, and I guess this was late enough that Ronda Rousey's a card, and I'm always a big fan of Stephanie McMahon. And Takeover Philly. Amber Moon defeats Shayna Baszler. I thoroughly loved that event, mostly because I bought tickets in the sixth row, and all the fancy seats went up through the fifth row. But for whatever reason, four people in the row directly in front of me bought tickets and never showed up. So I have an NXT Takeover Philadelphia fancy chair sitting downstairs that I took that I didn't pay for. So thanks, Vincent Kennedy McMahon, I guess. Just like that time you gave me free tickets to go see Fighting with My Family, which somehow turns all of Paige's NXT career into a series of NXT training montages of just running on the beach. Like, if you actually know Paige's story and go watch the movie, you're like, none of this happened this way. But I suppose for an underdog story, it makes enough sense. Anyway, sidetrack. So here it's NXT Women's Champion Shayna Baszler defeating Nikki Cross. Oh yeah, remember when Shayna Baszler was that badass and she was like champion in NXT for a long ass time, and then they had her come in and she defeated everybody in the Elimination Chamber, and then like bit the shit out of Becky Lynch's neck, and then just went away for a while. fucking Vincent Kennedy McMahon. Now that he's gone, oh, like, am I the only one who's loving the sidetrack again? Loving the new, now that they've brought in a director of long-term creative, the show has really embraced its Muppet showiness, which is basically like if you actually go and sit and you watch the Muppet Show, like, you know, the point of the Muppet Show is, hey, they're putting on a show, but the actual point of the Muppet Show is watching them put on the show. It's now the same with Raw. Like, the product of the actual wrestling matches is no longer the product. The product is taking a step back and watching them put together the matches and all the interactions between the people backstage and all that stuff. So they've Muppet Showized it, and like, cause was it last night? Like, was it Johnny Gargano was like an interweaving component of like 4 different storylines, which is just in my mind is great. It reminds me of that part in Can't Hardly Wait, where Seth Green bumps into the guy from Twilight, bumps into his character in the hall, and he's like, "What?" Like, they wanted to put a bunch more of those things in that movie to, you know, connect all the storylines, but that was really the only one they did. But I thought it was very well done. All right, back to wrestling. All right, so here's Asuka saving Naomi from the Iconics, and Sasha Banks, Bayley, and Natalya defeat the Riot Squad at Evolution. Okay. And Trish Stratus. Oh, you remember when Trish Stratus won the Hardcore Championship for a while? Man, said it once and I'll say it again. Wrestling is fucking weird sometimes. Alright, so here's Renee Young, and good for her that she's back in AEW, although technically she's doing the job that was, I know, I know this, not Jen Decker, what's a regular name? Jen Sturger was an AEW interviewer for like 4 weeks when they first started. I was always a big fan of hers, even before all the Bret Favre stuff. She's apparently very funny as a comedian. Go check it out. But now Renee Young is their main backstage interviewer. And now we've also got Lacey Evans and a Dakota Kai. How about her story of leaving and getting brought back? That in and of itself is crazy. And here's Asuka winning the first Women's Royal Rumble, and then they fucking shit all over her and forced her to vacate her title so that it could be the triple threat match. I don't remember if it was that year or the year after. It was her and so that it could be Charlotte, Becky, and Ronda, right? But here's Kairi Sane's fucking insane elbow, and the Iconics defeat Asuka and Naomi. For a second, I looked at that quickly, and I'm like, the Bella Twins? But that's just because I glanced at it. And so then here's Trish Stratus being inducted into the Hall of Fame. Here's Io Shirai saving Dakota Kai. Then Bayley, Sasha, and Ember defeat Mickie James, Alicia Fox, and Dana Brooke. Oh, Alicia Fox was wrestling as late as 2018? I thought she was home drunk at that point. Not to, make light of anyone's personal battles, but she was terrible. So then here's the Jessamine Duke, who I don't think ever actually had a match, at least not in a regular WWE. I think only just showed up in Shayna Baszler's corner a couple times, but now is she in AEW now? I lose track. But there's a Sonya Deville and a Carmella there when she's a brunette. And here's Mandy Rose eliminates Sonya Deville from the Battle Royal. Even though apparently I missed it because of Philly baseball last week. Go Phils! Woo! Even though now Mandy Rose is hurt and she brought back Sonya Deville to help her, what is the name of her group? I'm blanking on it. Well, whatever. But her and Gigi Dolan and JC Jane as she's helping them while Mandy's out. Then all right, so then here's Lita inducted into the Hall of Fame. That's gonna bug me. I'm gonna try to remember that throughout the rest of the video. All right, so here's Sarah Logan. She's supposed to be returning soon, and ooh, that don't look right, right? Like her hair is not that color. All right, so then here's a Wendy Richter. Like, is it bad if in order to fill out their card sets they need to go all the way back to the 80s? Shayna Baszler defeats Dakota Kai to retain the NXT Women's Championship. And Alexa Bliss becoming Miss Money in the Bank. Women's Champion Ember Moon defeats Shayna Baszler. And here's Trish Stratus making her debut when she came out to check out Tess and Albert, because in the 90s they were not above making dick and fart jokes. Alright, hold on. I don't know why I didn't get it. It's Mandy Rose is in Toxic Attraction. I should have remembered that. Alright, so here's Bianca Belair becoming #1 contender for the NXT Championship, which she never won, as I recall, right? Alexa Bliss wins the first ever Women's Elimination Chamber match. Oh, we're doing the Twisted Bliss off the top of the cage. And I've said this before. Sure, you can tell me Jessie Kamea worked at NXT, but I don't recall her ever having a match. And then, here's Paige. Back when she looked like Paige. Like, it's great that she's back in AEW, but as far as it's a totally different person. Like, the facial structure, and it's great. And it's nice. I've seen the videos on the internet with the things. And it was nice at the time, but I'm not as interested anymore as I used to be. But, I mean, great for her that her neck's not broken and she's back, but not as interested as I used to be. So then here's Naomi. Here's Jessamine Duke and Marina Shafir attacking Kairi Sane. I don't think it was during a match, so that goes back to my prior question. So then Lita winning the championship in the main event of Raw. Sure. All right, 2 more. All right, here's a Dana Brooke. And a Trish Stratus. And then, here's Nia Jax. Just ragdolling Alexa Bliss to become women's champion. And Bayley obliterating Sasha Banks. Is it just me, or does it look like she's literally shooting streamers out of her armpit there? And then, here's Becky Lynch when she's the man, leads the SmackDown live invasion of Raw. So it's about 3 minutes before she gets punched in the nose. And then Natalya defeats Ruby Riott in a tables match. Lita helping the Hardy Boys against Trish Stratus. Oh man, I was so into the Hardy Boys when they first came out. And Lita with the thong sticking over the top of her jeans. Oh, my bad, I don't know how to count. There's 3. Who the fuck? I have never seen that person in my entire life. Alright, hold on. Now we're going to Google this. Oh, she was in the Mae Young Classic? Let's see. At a house show. Okay, she was in the Mae Young Classic. Oh, she was eliminated in the first round by Rhea Ripley, and then she just did the house show circuit. So, yeah, I don't remember her at fucking all. So, I guess good for you. And then, at least her pro wrestling wiki doesn't have any entries after that. So, as far as I know, she's disappeared into the ether. All right. So then, here's a Bianca Belair, right? And then here's a Peyton Royce. That's very nice. Anna Maurice. Always one of my favorites. And then here's a Natalia. Nia Jax and Tamina pay tribute to Roman. Oh, right. I mean, I suppose if they really wanted to extend the bloodline, they could bring in Tamina and possibly Nia Jax and Naomi if they wanted to go that way. And then Trish Stratus battles Mickie James at WrestleMania 22. I wonder now that Triple H is in charge, if they put back. It's my understanding that at the part where I think it was Mickie James does the Mick kick, and then she goes like that part was cut out when they moved to Peacock and they went PG-13 or PG instead of PG-13. So I wonder if that's back now that Triple H is in charge. Who knows? But here's Shayna Baszler defeating Ember Moon to become NXT champion. Asuka defeats Mandy Rose, because, yeah, of course she did. Kairi Sane defeats Shayna Baszler for the NXT Women's Championship. Although, I don't know, that's like the beginning of the match. Like, would you really, is that what you would subtitle that card? And then Shayna Baszler becomes the two-time NXT champion. Raw's Women's Champion Ronda Rousey defeats Nia Jax. Sure. And then, here's an old school Alundra Blaze. And here's our last one. Lita loses her cool and unleashes an attack on Trish Stratus. That could have been literally any time over a 7-year time frame. So you're going to have to narrow that down a bit. All right, well, let's... Oh, I thought I was supposed to get a positive on this one. Oh, maybe not. All right, well, let's see what we got this time. And it is... Oh! All right. Well, that's certainly different. Not what I was looking for, because I mostly buy these packs for the autographs. But here is a commemorative championship patch card of Bayley's side plate. Okay. Yeah, I really just want autographs. If Bayley had autographed that, that'd be cool. But since she didn't, I mean, I still love Bayley back when she was a hugger. Her now emo mom haircut, is good, but I enjoyed Side Pony Bayley much better. And then the sidebar, man, Izzy is almost of age now, and it's weird seeing that transition, particularly when they're like, was it Sasha Banks used to make little girls cry, and they cut to her, and then if you follow her on Instagram or Twitter, she's now for whatever reason she's a Washington Commanders fan and follows them a lot, and is doing the media scrums for AEW, and it's what? How did this? But anyway, whatever. So yeah, Bayley side plates. Interesting. Not what I was expecting. All right, time to move on to, if you're going to watch all three, next is a women's 2020 blaster pack. So stay tuned for that. If not, thanks for watching this one.